Hey darlings, so in this one we're going to talk about astrology and witchy stuff, but we're going to do it in a way that even if you're not into it, you should be able to get something from it. So stick with me. Until November 19th or 20th of this year, Pluto is back in Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes. Whatever astrology is or is not, it is a way to look at history, to look at cycles that repeat, to correlate things that happen on Earth with things that are happening in the planets within our solar system. The last time that shift between Pluto and Capricorn and Pluto and Aquarius happened was around when this country was formed. And it was a time globally of revolution, like the one that led to the formation of this country. If you're here, you know that that was like a bourgeois revolution and it wasn't really a people's revolution, but bear with me. Now, what happened when we dipped into Pluto and Aquarius earlier this year? Look at all of the protests, the encampments, the communities that were being built. In my own life, I watched the growth of an entire new way of building community that I am still working on. We have watched people getting more into the idea that what we need is not just another election, but a radical change of the way that we interact with systems. I'm not here to say that the planets are causing this. I'm merely saying that if you look historically at certain astrological configurations and what was happening on Earth during those times, and you go back through history, you will find there are some wild similarities for whatever reason. Just do the research. All this to say that what happens before a time of revolution, you see the absolute worst of the empires and the power structures that cause the people to realize they have no choice but to do something dramatic. And unfortunately, since this is the very last gasp of Pluto and Capricorn, Capricorn being the sign of, structures and like power things, right? Like the overculture essentially runs on a lot of that Pluto and Capricorn energy. Practically speaking, since retrograding back into Capricorn, we have seen, for example, the blue and white country do more and more awful, heinous shit. Now, they are actively going into another country, and we're watching them doing it, and they're doing it exactly the same way that they did it with the previous attacks on Gaza. The same excuse, the same nonsense. Oh, there's another H group that is hiding inside the floorboards, inside your refrigerators, inside your cupboards, putting missiles in there that you don't know about. And we're going to go in there and get them out, so you got to leave. They're sending messages. They literally exploded a bunch of people's handheld devices. And it's not just them. They are essentially a forward outpost for our country. They are a essentially European forward base in the Middle East. And what is that but the overreach, the evil, and the excess of empire? We are seeing the worst of what this system has to offer. And as James Baldwin said, I am terrified at the moral apathy. We are watching what we've already seen unfold in front of us. The worst stuff most of us have ever seen. We're watching it unfold again. And a lot of people are sleepwalking into it just like we did the first time. And that's not going to happen. As we watch them escalate, as we watch the next horrors unfold, use your rage. This is not a time to become calcified, to accept what they're going to roll out towards us. This is not a time to accept the status quo. This is a time which fosters our changing things materially, dramatically, and forever. We will not get another chance at this. We will not get a better opportunity than the literal beginning of a shift in cycle to actually do what needs to be done to materially change our world. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't believe I am. Over the next month and a half or so, until November 20th, we are going to see worse and worse from all of the power structures. So what do we do now? We build. We remember that what is coming is the possibility for a new way, and it's going to come from us. There is no help coming. We will keep us safe. We will change the world. We will do what needs to be done in order to get to a better place. We will do that or we will all die. Those are our choices. I do not care about ambivalence. I do not care about fear. I do not care about comfort. What we need to care about is A, our survival, B, the fact that we could have a life better than we have ever experienced. We really could have better. We have been abused by these systems. We have been abused to the point that we believe that this is the best we could possibly hope for, and it's not. It really is not. There is so much more and better that we need, that we deserve. We were born on an abundant planet, and now all of the riches of this planet have been stolen by the vulture class, by people in power in every country, and then sold back to us at a giant profit. They are selling back our own existence on the only planet that we have ever known, and we have accepted that. And guess what? No more. Over the next month and a half, what you're going to see will not only remind you, but will fuel you to understand that we either do the serious work of building communities in new ways around values, of building around existing structures and supplanting them and then obviating the previous ones. We either do that or we are no more. I don't say that to scare you. I say that because on the other side of your fear is the better life, the better world that we all deserve. That is our true birthright. We need to go for it as if we have a chance, because we do. And also, there is no other alternative.